Welcome to Hill of the O'Neill and Ranfurly Arts and Visitor Centre. We are doing arts and craft videos online due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the restrictions. Today we're going to do an easy kids Easter craft. We're going to make this little cute chicken from paper plates, card, paint, markers, pencils, brushes, some glue, scissors, some coloured string, and little push pins that you can open up at the back to make the wings of our little chicken move. Okay, so the first step we are going to do today is to use the two paper plates. First of all, I want you to paint one paper plate yellow so that it becomes the body of the chicken. And on the other paper plate, I want you to cut along a zigzaggy line so that you create two pieces of a broken egg. So you will have one part at the top of the chicken and the other part at the bottom. On the yellow card, I want you to draw around your hand 2 times. These will be the wings of the little chicken. If you don't have yellow card, just use white paper or card and colour it in later. Okay, so you can see that I have cut one of the paper plates into 2 with a zigzag line to create that kind of cracked egg effect. And then I have also cut out the hand shapes. Now, because children's hands are much smaller, if you find drawing around the adult's hand too big, you can always just cut them down a little bit smaller to fit the chicken and the plate shape and size. And here I've just painted the plate very lightly with some paint, but again, you can use markers or colouring pencils. So the next thing I want you to do is to draw and colour in 2 eyes and a beak onto the middle part of your plate to create the features of the little chicken, just like we showed you at the beginning. Okay, so 2 eyes and a beak, and you can use colouring pencils, paint, markers, whatever you have. Okay, so I have painted on 2 eyes and I've added on a beak, and I've coloured that beak in with some colouring pencil. I've also used the black marker just around the outside to give it some form and shape. The next thing we're going to do is to attach the wings. So if you get your 2 little hands and 2 of your jack pins, okay, or push pins, if you want them to move, these are the pins that you need to use so that you can move the wings up and down through the plate. If you don't want that, or if you can't find them, it's okay just to stick the wings on at the side. So here you can see I have attached one of the wings with this pin. And if you see, I've just pushed the pin through the card hand and the plate. And on the back, you can see that I've just spread out the pin so that it will not fall out. Okay, but if you don't have those, it's okay just to stick the wings on. Okay, so I'm just going to add the other wing, and then we are going to stick down our egg, which is the 2 parts of the plate, top and bottom. Okay, so I used some glue and put some glue onto the yellow chicken at the bottom, and I moved the hands a little bit out to the side so that I could attach the other white plate to form the egg shape. Now I've also written a little Happy Easter message there onto the front of the plate. You could write someone's name, you could write just a message to someone for Easter. So you can decorate that in whatever way you want to. And the next thing I'm going to do is add the other part of the plate, the white plate, to make it look like an egg, to the top. And again, I have written just that little Happy Easter onto the plate. So I'm going to stick this down, and I'm going to make sure that the hands are sitting above that white plate. So I can just tuck the white plate really underneath those hand shapes. Okay. So I've attached and stuck down the top part of the plate to create the full egg shape, top and bottom. And lastly, I've just put a little hole with my pencil into the top of that plate, and I'm going to thread through some yellow embroidery thread that I had. You can use string, or if you don't want to hang it up, you don't have to. Okay, so here we have our finished Easter chicks made from paper plates and handprints. So you can see I've added a little bit of embroidery thread at the top so you can hang them up as a decoration. So happy Easter, and I hope you've had fun with your kids making this easy paper plate craft and using your handprints. If you want to add a little bit more, you could put on some feathers, which you can buy in some of the pound shops at the moment, especially at this spring and Easter time. They are available, so feel free to decorate these and add a little bit more texture, or you can use more pens and pencils and paint. Happy Easter!